Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. So I've been hearing that the Detroit Pistons are interested in acquiring Marc Gasol. And when I first heard about this, I thought it made like no sense whatsoever. I just didn't really understand the mindset. But at the same time, the Pistons are struggling with a record 21-28 at the making this video. Maybe it does make sense. Maybe it does make complete sense out there just to move on from like Andre Drummond, because he essentially would be a guy to be part of the trade. Just because like there's no way you can like have Marc Gasol and Drummond on the court at the same time, and got Blake Griffin out there too, so it'll be a logjam. I was searching through the internet and I was coming across different like trade offers out there, and this one was the one I was kind of coming across the most. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Let me know in the comment section below. Andre Drummond, Reggie Jackson, Stanley Johnson in exchange for Marc Gasol, who would need to be packaged with Chandler Parsons. The Grizzlies already made note of this. Shelvin Mack, and a 2021 first-round draft pick. Now, it did say a future first-round draft pick. The Grizzlies do not currently have one for this upcoming draft. You cannot trade the next year's pick either, so it would be the 2021 draft. I don't know, man. I'm indifferent about it. The reason I do kind of like the trade is because, Marc Gasol does have a player option, so maybe he just declines it and goes to a different team. That's fine. Frees up salary cap. Getting Chandler Parsons for 2 seasons does suck, but getting a 2020 first pick from a team that will probably be in the lottery for the next few seasons, I do like the idea of that. Not to mention, like, Chandler Parsons, he does have injury issues, but like when he does actually play, man, I mean, this season I haven't really played all too much because of like injuries and stuff like that, but go back to like last year, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 42% from 3. Maybe if we got back to like his Houston Dallas days, which he probably won't. That would be kind of cool if he could like return to that form, but at least we get some sort of offense at the small forward position over Stanley Johnson. And also, like I said, man, getting that first round pick would be kind of nice. Being rid of Reggie Jackson in the locker room would be great. So I don't know, man. I don't absolutely love it, but we are going to go ahead and simulate the rest of this NBA season and talk a little bit more about this. Why exactly does it make sense for the Memphis Grizzlies to do this trade? Well, I mean, you look at their team right there. They already got Jaren Jackson, who they made untouchable. You end up getting a guy like Stanley Johnson, who is extremely young, maybe just needs a different like change of pace out there at that small forward position. Reggie Jackson, it allows you to at least trade away Mike Conley, have like a filler player at least for the next like season or two until you get that point guard of your future of the team. Drummond and Jaren Jackson at the front court, it seems like it could have pretty good potential out there. I was talking to a few Piston fans on my Twitter account at KrispyFlakes2K, and people were saying Drummond just simply does not have the most amazing trade value, and it does make sense. I mean, the reasoning was because that type of center, the guy that's just good around the basket and can rebound, is not really as sought out in the NBA as it used to be, as opposed to teams wanting to have guys that can actually bring some shooting at that position and spread the floor, which is what Marc Gasol does for the Pistons. Marc Gasol, Blake Griffin, that is a nice professional front court where I do think could be dangerous for like a season or two. I mean, Marc Gasol's getting old, man. He's not the same defense player he once was, but that jump shot could still give the team like that Brook Lopez effect, where maybe he just gets the green light from 3 and is allowed to shoot whenever he wants. Looking at this season, I mean, 39-42, I think we can all agree as NBA fans that the Pistons season is just done. They're not really doing too much for the rest of this one. Not really enough time left. No really real incentive to start winning, because any team they go against in the playoffs is going to be a first round exit, plain and simple, man. So, oh goddamn, they actually got to the 7th seed. Well, never mind. We going for that damn championship. Not really, but still, I'm very curious what the player stats are looking like out here. We got Blake at 24 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Marc Gasol, 16 points, 9 rebounds. And then Chandler Parsons on a new team, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists as the starting small forward of the team. Shot 39% from 3. Yo, sign me up for that. If he could do that at all, that'd be amazing. Ish Smith, not the most amazing numbers, but we all know what we get from Reggie Jackson, and that's an unprofessional player. And Reggie Bullock did pretty solid out there. Bench unit was nice. So yeah, I'm kind of all for this. Let's go to the Grizzlies, see what their team, how they did out there. They're not in the playoffs, so they still got Mike Conley. Drummond has 17 points, 15 rebounds. Reggie Jackson still managed to get some minutes out there. Probably play a little, shooting guard. Listen to him as an offensive star. That's a freaking bold-faced lie right there. But yeah, man, Stanley Johnson, 7 points. Not really going to bring you too much offensively anyway. Let's go ahead and simulate these playoffs. I do want to do one offseason, though, with this team. Just kind of see if I can, Marc Gasol, a big part would be him re-signing to that player option. or even buying in and maybe signing for a smaller contract. But I know as a business guy, he's probably not going to want to do that. There's no way he sacrifices money to play in Detroit. That's just, it's not the environment, man. It's not the climate out there, you know? I mean, right now we got a freaking negative 30 wind chill, so I'm sure places like the damn Lakers would be a lot warmer, man. Los Angeles is probably a lot warmer right now. But we do have the Celtics beating the Rockets 4-0. Let's get to this offseason and see if there's any short-term moves we can make. Keep in mind, we're not going to have that draft pick for this season, but we still have our draft pick, which might actually be worth looking into for this. And I'm not really sure like what position we absolutely need out there. I mean, we need everything, but getting the 16th pick in the draft, choose prospect players still available. We got Romeo Langford. I would actually love to get him on the squad here, guys. Romeo Langford would be a nice pickup for this team. I mean, just like an instant offensive type of guard. You got Kevin Porter out there, who is an athletic finisher. You got Keldon Johnson, a two-way guard. Overall wise, those guys are ranked a bit higher. Romeo Langford gets kind of underrated in this game, so I think realistically I would go with Romeo Langford, but because he's not ranked very good in this game, see what Keldon Johnson can do. 23 points, 5 assists, 42% from 3 in college. Or you got Kevin Porter, who was a similar type of numbers out there, so it's really just who you would prefer. In this case, they did, Keldon Johnson, they gave him an 83 scouting report. So we're going to go with him, see what he's all about. Might not be the starter, or maybe he will be. I guess we'll see. We also need a point guard, but we don't really want to give the reins of this team to a rookie point guard. Team player options, Marc Gasol actually did accept his. Glenn Robinson, Henry Ellenson, both those guys not too happy with, so I'm going to let both those guys walk away. Isaiah Whitehead, 74 overall point guard. Yeah, we'll get him on the team here. And more, actually, no, he is on the team in real life, actually. But as far as point guards available, you got like a Darren Collison, almost that, yeah, TJ McConnell, don't really want him. Rajon Rondo. I mean, as far as like as a big name guy, like Eric Bledsoe or D'Lo, that would be absolutely amazing, but we just don't really have the money to sign either one of those guys at all. So that's not going to be happening. Derrick Rose, Isaiah Thomas would be very cool. He's not going to accept that contract. Now, we could actually see if we could trade some bitch-ass contracts away, like a John Lure, that's $9 million freed up right there. Langston Galloway at like $7 million. Maybe I can get some draft picks for both those guys. We'll do that. Not saying that would be the exact trade, but I'm not going to use those draft picks this video anyway, so not a big deal. And let's see if that gives me the money now, because like Isaiah Thomas, I would give him that chance out there, man. I really would. Okay, still not even anywhere close to being able to get him. That's fine. Darren Collison, good like leader out there at least. And he will agree to that. Reggie Bullock is somebody else I would also still like to get back, but he's only a 74 rating, so it's not like he's exactly like killing it out there. So we might actually find some better options. Terrence Ross would be kind of cool. He's been a great six-man for the Orlando Magic this season. Unfortunately, cannot get both. Damn it. Okay, well, give me Darren Collison then, I suppose. Just because the point guard position is what we do need a lot more. Small forward, we still got Chandler Parsons, who had a pretty good season, so I'm not going to, I'm going to allow him to start again, at least. And come on, Reggie. Come on, Reggie. We need you big Reggie Bullocks. Come on, Reggie. Okay, we get him on the team. Besides for that, not too much else going on. I think I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the beginning of the regular season. Okay, so this is what the team looks like going into the second and final season. Collison, Keldon Johnson, Chandler Parsons, Blake, and Marc Gasol. Bench unit, Isaiah Whitehead, Reggie Bullocks, Tarek Black, and Wilson Chandler. Not a very deep bench at all, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm so indifferent about all this, guys. It just seems like it was such a, like, I want Mike Conley on the Pistons. I feel like him with Drummond and Blake Griffin makes sense. This is just kind of weird. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate this second and final season and see just how good or bad this team can do. Yeah, this team played like absolute trash out there, guys. 29-52. I'm just like, I don't even know what to do with this franchise. I'm always going to love the franchise of the Detroit Pistons. But just like the team and leadership, and just like when stupid ass, bitch ass trades come up like this, and that's nothing against Marc Gasol, but that's just that's not what the team needs, guys. That's not what the team needs. The Grizzlies, yeah, Grizzlies didn't even make the playoffs either, so I'm gonna say that this one does not make sense. At least the trade that was proposed does not make sense. Marc Gasol, you're a fine NBA player. I hope you don't end up in Detroit. I hope you can go to a team where you can actually contend. Because I don't care if you and Blake Griffin both average 25 points per game. This team's not winning the championship like that. All I gotta say is, Pistons management, if you are watching this video, I know you guys watch my videos for insight, right? Hopefully, probably not. If not, no, you probably don't. Because if that was the case, you wouldn't be giving no freaking Reggie Jackson no damn $17 million a season. Just, the issue does not lie within Andre Drummond. Yes, he's not as sought out as that position once was, or that type of player once was. The problem is this team needs a point guard who is a leader, and just some 3-and-D players at the shooting guard and small forward position. You do that, then you will have some sort of success.